You're watching the Luca Rosano Show. Here's your host, Luca Rosano.
Welcome back to another edition of the Luca Rosano Show. I'm your host, Luca Rosano, and today's show, as always, is brought to you by Dave and Buster's. I'm feeling pretty good, not gonna lie. Feeling pretty good on this fine Friday. Why? Because OG Anunoby saved the Raptors season. OG Anunoby pulled off one of the most incredible game-winning shots in recent memory. I mean, Raptors fans haven't felt this type of way since a certain somebody did something similar in round 2 of last year's playoffs. And just like that, what was once an 0-2 series deficit is now a 1-2 series deficit. And just like last year, the Raptors have life. They have a chance. And they will have a chance to tie up the series on Saturday to completely make this thing a series again. But today I'm not here to talk about the shot. If you want to see my live reaction to the shot, I did an LR live last night, and my live reaction has now been uploaded on my YouTube channel. You could go check it out. I did a 4-hour broadcast. I was exhausted after that. Tons of fun. Didn't have a voice. Got to talk to some of you out there, the great people. Appreciate the people who did call in. Always a great time doing those live post games. And if you did miss my live broadcast yesterday, no worries, because I'll be doing the exact same thing tomorrow night for Game 4. I'll be doing a live stream followed by a live Raps report where you'll have a chance to call in. So as I was saying, we're not going to talk about OG Anunoby in today's show. We're actually going to talk about some recent rumors surrounding Giannis Antetokounmpo. This came out yesterday. I had to take today as an opportunity to address what's basically been swirling around social media the last 24 hours. A report coming out from Vincent Goodwell of Yahoo Sports saying that the Heat and Raptors are considered the frontrunners to sign Giannis when he hits free agency after the 2020-2021 season. So this is not really shocking news, because we've known of many correlations between Giannis and the Heat and between Giannis and the Raptors. But what was interesting to me, folks, is something I saw via NBA Central right after, stating that many in league circles believe Miami and Toronto are the front runners in the Antetokounmpo sweepstakes, with one observer telling Yahoo Sports it's an open secret within the Orlando bubble, and that quote coming from Vince Goodwell as well. So that's interesting to me, because we obviously know of all the rumors going on, but now that, Vince Goodwell has gone on record to saying that it's an open secret within the bubble, that's juicy news to me, because we obviously know things are being said inside the bubble. All these guys are close together, and people are hearing things, and maybe word is getting out. So if Antetokounmpo will join either the Raptors or the Miami Heat, that is an awesome thing to hear if you're a fan of one of those two franchises. So let's just say the Raptors and the Heat are the front runners to land Antetokounmpo. Let's first start with the Miami Heat here. The Miami Heat might end up beating the Bucks in this best of 7. They're currently up 2-0 at the time of me recording the show. So if the Heat do beat Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo looks at this Miami Heat team and says, they're well constructed, they got a bunch of solid role players. They got an alpha dog in Jimmy Butler, because right now, you look at Antetokounmpo, he's not playing with that alpha dog mentality. Jimmy Butler is. Antetokounmpo looks at the Heat. Obviously, the pedigree of that franchise, Pat Riley, Eric Spoelstra. It's hot over there in South Beach. Could Antetokounmpo pull a KD in this situation, guys, where Antetokounmpo loses to a team and then joins the team that beats him? In this case, it would be the Miami Heat. In my opinion, with the way Antetokounmpo has been playing lately, I think he would thrive next to a guy like Jimmy Butler. It would take a lot of the pressure off Antetokounmpo, and there's been a lot of talk, particularly from Richard Jefferson, that he believes that Antetokounmpo is a Scottie Pippen type player and not a Michael Jordan type player. He doesn't have that same mindset. He doesn't have that same flair. So if Antetokounmpo wants to kind of play a bit of a second fiddle, Miami would make sense for him. You're joining a winning organization. You're joining a team that has so many weapons. Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, and you get to play alongside a guy who has that alpha dog mentality. I mean, while everybody was looking forward to having their family and friends join the bubble. Jimmy Butler said, nah, I don't want any of that. This is a business trip. You got to admire Jimmy Butler's attitude, and you got to admire his pedigree. He's all business. He wants to win. So Miami does make sense in this situation. All right, let's look at the Toronto Raptors. I've gone on record in the past, I have a video on it, where I stated that Antetokounmpo will, in fact, join the Toronto Raptors. I didn't say it was my prediction. I actually said it was my spoiler alert. So why would Antetokounmpo want to join the Raptors? It starts with Masai Ujiri. Great connection there. Masai Ujiri helped get Antetokounmpo's career going in the NBA. Toronto's got a great Greek representation. Danforth, we know all that good stuff. We could come up with some cool slogan for Giannis. The Raptors have an outstanding supporting cast as well. Assuming we re-sign and come to terms on an agreement with Fred VanVleet, he's going to be there. OG Anunoby, we saw what he did in Game 3. What a shot that was. Going to reference it again. He's going to be there. And we do have Pascal Siakam locked up. Those are 3 solid players to have alongside Antetokounmpo. And in this case, Pascal Siakam would become the B-type player. Antetokounmpo would become the A-type player. And I think they would flourish together because we know Siakam plays a lot better when there is a better option on the court with him. We saw that with Kawhi. Antetokounmpo would become essentially the new Kawhi option for this Raptors team, and I think Siakam's game will flourish because of that. The Raptors are also well coached in Nick Nurse. I feel like he and Antetokounmpo would fare just well together, and the Raptors have a winning culture. They've won a championship. They have recent results. If they get Antetokounmpo, they can sell him on the fact that you join us, we're going to be a perennial title favorite for many years to come. Because you're going to have Antetokounmpo in his prime, Siakam in his prime, Fred in his prime, OG not even in his prime yet. He's, I think, still scraping the surface. I think OG can be very good, and we're seeing flashes of that, especially in this series against the Boston Celtics. So if you're at the Antetokounmpo, you look at the Toronto Raptors as a very great destination. You're thinking to yourself, not only do I get to join a team that's won recently, not only do I get to join a great organization, but you're going to join a team that has a fan base that absolutely embraces their players. We saw the type of treatment, not only Toronto, but the whole country of Canada, for crying out loud, gave Kawhi Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard's personality might have not been the perfect match for that type of treatment, but I think a guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's got that flair personality, he's got that fun personality. I think he would absolutely adore that type of treatment that the people of Toronto, the people of Canada would give him. So Antetokounmpo would be there saying to himself, damn, not only do I get to join a winner, but I'm going to be embraced by the fans? Sign me up. I mean, he's got a chance to become the king of Toronto, the king of Canada, because we saw how crazy it got with Kawhi, especially when Kawhi Leonard was producing in the playoffs. So these are going to be, in my opinion, the 2 best options for Antetokounmpo if he does decide to leave the Bucks. And I will make it clear right on this show. If the Bucks don't come back from 0-2 down, if they lose in the second round, if they have another underwhelming postseason run, Antetokounmpo is gone. Because it ain't going to get easier for the Bucks next season. You're going to have the Celtics right there again. The Raptors are going to be there. The Pacers are going to be a bit better. You're going to have the Nets now to deal with. They're looking scary with, of course, KD, Kyrie coming back. Oh, and by the way, shout out to the Canadian kid, Captain Canada, Steve Nash, getting that coach's job. He's going to be coaching those guys. That's going to be a very dangerous Nets team. So the Bucks window, in my opinion, was this season. They don't pull this thing off. They don't turn this thing around. Antetokounmpo is going to be gone, and it wouldn't even surprise me if the Bucks sit there, management saying, okay, if we get the sense that Antetokounmpo isn't going to re-sign with us, maybe we try trading him just to get something in return instead of losing him for nothing. So the rest of this playoffs for the Bucks is going to be huge, and I think that's going to be the deciding factor in what Antetokounmpo does in the future. Because if the Bucks lose, if they get swept, if they just lose in general, Antetokounmpo's leaving, and then the question becomes, where is he going? Miami, Toronto, or will another dark horse come on in? I'll classify dark horse in this situation as the Warriors, because that's another rumor we've been hearing for the longest time. So if Antetokounmpo joins either the Heat or the Raptors, that team is going to be the perennial favorite in the East for many seasons to come. I would put an Antetokounmpo-led Raptors team ahead of the Nets. I would put an Antetokounmpo-led Heat team ahead of the Nets. So, yeah, whenever you can get arguably the best player in the NBA right now who is in his prime, that is always going to be a good situation for whichever franchise is lucky enough to be in that situation. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. Just wanted to react to the news. Again, this is speculation. This is coming from Vince Goodwill of Yahoo Sports. It's been getting a lot of attention. A lot of people were talking about it, so I wanted to talk about this in my show today. So you've heard my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. What do you see happening here? Where do you see Antetokounmpo ending up? Will it be the Heat? Will it be the Raptors? Will it be another team? Will it be the Bucks? Hit me up down below, guys. I always appreciate reading your comments and appreciate what you have to say. Please smash that like button. Share this video if you enjoyed it. Share my podcast. Review these podcasts anywhere you get your podcasts. Leave a nice 5-star review. And please subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 15K subscribers, guys. Hit the post notification button so you stay notified anytime I post these pods. The Luca Rosano show, you can find it anywhere. And also, you get notified anytime I go live for LR Live. Again, I will be going live for Game 4 tomorrow night. Before we get out of here, a special shout out to my newest starter member, LCV Killer 14. Thank you so much for hitting that join button and becoming a member to help support this channel on a monthly basis. Guys, it doesn't cost a whole ton. If you do love my content and you do want to support, you can do so by hitting that join button, and you can either become a starter member or an all-star member. All of the support you guys have given me is greatly appreciated, and all the continued support you give me is just awesome. You know, you guys can help support my dream, and I love bringing you guys the most innovative, dope content I can on a daily basis. So that's it for me, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. I will catch you on that live stream tomorrow night, and we'll see what all happens. Until next time, be great and stay blessed. Peace out.